Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I make some of my latex pieces in upcoming videos I've filmed. I have latex prosthetic pieces that I've made, so I'm just going to show you how I made them. So I use a plastic bag because latex doesn't stick to plastic easily, which means that I can peel it off and use it later. So here I'm just taking some liquid latex and I'm spreading it out on the plastic with my finger. This is going to give me a good base for the pieces I'm starting to build. So cotton balls, some people like to use tissue paper, and here I'm just rolling the cotton balls into little snake shapes and then dipping it in the latex. This definitely takes some practice to get used to. Latex is kind of a funny thing to work with. It dries out really quickly when you rub your fingers together, so trying to mold pieces while they're still moldable is definitely tricky. So here I'm using a Q-tip, and I'm trying to make a donut shape. Trying my best anyways. It's very tricky to get it smooth and adhered and fully covered in latex. You really just have to work at it and keep adding more liquid latex to it to keep the cotton saturated while you're trying to mold it. So here I thought it looked a little flat on one side, so I just added a little bit more cotton. And I'm going back in with more liquid latex then. Here I'm just cleaning my fingers off because it will get everywhere and it builds up on your fingers and then it just kind of rolls off in little balls. So here, instead of rolling it into a snake and dipping it in the latex, I'm adding some latex first and then rolling it up. I'm really trying to figure out what the best way to make the cotton latex one product is. You don't want to add too much liquid latex to the inside of the cotton because then it doesn't it flattens, it doesn't maintain its bulk. But at the same time, you want it to be well saturated and malleable so that you can manipulate it into the shape that you want. So it's definitely not easy, definitely going to take some practice, and you know what? That's fine. Anything worth doing takes practice, and if you want to be able to make your own latex pieces, which is so rewarding, you can buy Aqua Effects, or you can buy latex pieces that are already pre-made in the package, but you're never gonna get nice clean edges, and you're never gonna find a pre-made piece that looks exactly like you want it to look. I'm not gonna lie, I did look around. I couldn't find anything in like little donut shapes. There's plenty of fake burn skin, there's plenty of I don't know, weird ripped skin texture pieces out there, but I really wanted specifically little donut shapes. So I made a couple of those and moved the plastic off to the side. Here I'm adding a flattened piece of cotton to the plastic, and I'm covering that in latex as well. This is going to be for a different project. Initially, I was going to try to make honeycomb shapes. It didn't want to cooperate. I really think that's something that I'm going to end up having to do with scar wax for another look I have planned. Which is fine. I was hoping to pre-make it instead of having to sculpt it on my face. But I am not familiar with how to apply pre-made scar wax pieces, so I'm just going to end up doing that later. But here I'm really wrestling with this, trying to make it flat and smooth. Sorry, I realize the two videos aren't perfectly synced up, but you get the gist. Here I am trying to go through and add little holes and little crevices. This ends up being a kind of like melted skin, kind of burned piece, and you'll see that used in a video either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, when it's all finished and painted. The reason I didn't paint them in this video, aside from letting them dry, is because I peeled them off of the plastic and I trimmed them so that they looked nice and even with nice clean edges that were easy to work with. And then I also, oh, there, I didn't like how that looked. And I also purchased some alcohol activated paints for the purpose of painting these. You don't need it. It looks very nice. The kind that I got is a little tricky to work with. I don't know if it's just because I got the Amazon brand one. I'm sure maybe if I had gotten the Skin Illustrator palette, which is like $100, if I had purchased the one that you see everybody using, maybe it would have been a little easier, but it's usable. It just takes a little effort to get the paints to liquefy, even though I'm using 99% isopropyl alcohol, like the instructions say. So I gave up trying to make like really uniform little marks on this and just started stabbing at it, but I liked how it looked, so don't at me. And that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. I know this was a little bit of a shorter video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll tune in tomorrow for another makeup tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.